Hi, I'm Joseph.
And I'm Kayla.
And this is the Not Lovers Podcast. And we're back for another episode. Okay, we're finally back. Took a while to get everything finally logistically. We tried to record a few last month or 2 months ago.
But things happen. So
well, we did the live one.
Yeah.
And that went well.
And then I had to come home and yeah.
Oh, the live one might have been boring, but people did watch it.
Watch it? How'd they watch it?
I guess listen to it.
Oh, okay. That makes a little more sense.
So, it's a change of location.
Yes, we're at my apartment. So if you hear stomping, my neighbor upstairs is obnoxiously loud. So
I feel like the floor is obnoxiously thin. I feel like
maybe so.
It just sounds like they're gonna break through it.
I honestly thought they were going to wake you up this morning because, I legit, they were running laps up there this morning. I don't know if they forgot something and they were headed out to work or what, because I was up working and you were asleep on the couch. And, yeah, homie upstairs, dropped something and then was, running back and forth. I was like, are we working out? Did we forget something before we went to work? I don't know.
No, I think that's how my downstairs neighbors must feel. I haven't gotten any complaints, so.
I mean, I don't ever complain about them. I just sit here and ugh, why are y'all so loud? But I mean, at the same time, it doesn't really bother me. I still can get my work done.
Yeah, it just really does sound like they're about to fall through.
Yeah, you should have heard them. Okay, so when I first moved in here, literally the day I moved in, they were upstairs working on the floor, I guess, to, get that place ready for somebody to move in up there. Mm-hmm. Oh my gosh. They were changing out the carpeting or flooring or whatever. So he's boom, boom, boom. The whole time I thought they were going to come crashing through my ceiling at any second. I was like, oh my God, can y'all please stop? I just moved in here. I don't need y'all putting feet through my ceiling over here. But thankfully that didn't last very long. So, although whenever they were working up there, it was so funny. My mom and I were sitting here because like I said, it was the day I got the keys. No furniture, nothing. My mom and I were sitting here on the floor, and there was a knock at my door. And I answered the door, and they got the wrong apartment. They needed upstairs instead of my apartment. I was like, okay. I was like, nope, sorry, wrong apartment. I think y'all went upstairs. Because they had, all these tools and everything with them. I was like, nope, my apartment's good. So, yeah. So if you hear stomping, sorry.
That was that 2-minute intro about stopping.
Well,
it's necessary because it really does sound like about the best thing as well.
Yeah, so if you hear stomping around, sorry
about it. So a lot has probably happened since me and Caleb, of course, talked through quarantine and seeing each other and stuff. Not really any quarantine anymore, I feel like. It's more just don't go outside, but you can if you want, but if you do, wear a mask.
Yeah.
At least here in Texas. Other places, I feel like they're still in their quarantine days. Mm-hmm. Not here. Texas doesn't care.
No, pretty much everything's open here.
Yeah. Our cases rise, and we say, well.
Just throw a mask on.
Throw a mask. And
you'll be fine.
It took them a while just to tell them to throw a mask on.
It really did. I was surprised.
And I'm happy. I wore my mask before it was, mandatory.
Well, I actually went out of state. We drove, so we didn't fly anywhere, but we drove, and they waited till, we were gone. And they're like, oh, you have to wear a mask. So I was like, well, when you come back, we have to wear a mask to go anywhere. Which, we were all wearing masks anyway, so. But I was surprised that they waited till 4th of July to. Because that's when it was 4th of July is when they went out of town, and that's when they, came out and said, everybody has to wear a mask. And now Houston, they're saying that if you don't have a mask on, you can be fined I think it's $200, maybe $250 if you don't have a mask on.
That's an expensive thing. Just buy your $2 mask and wear it.
Seriously.
And I don't even get people that complain about it. I don't get it.
Yes, it's hot, but
I feel like I'm just used to it.
Yeah, you get used to it after a while.
I have to wear it all day at work, so
Yeah.
To me, like, it just feels kind of normal. Like, once I got kind of, like, the settings of my mask right, where
it's comfortable and
like,
everything.
you know how tight it is?
Yeah.
Once I get that. Although, if I'm talking on the phone and I have my AirPods in, I have to tighten it tighter because the air goes out and it blows right into my AirPods. And, you know, I have the AirPods Pro. I'm not trying to, like, but...
Not to brag.
but I have the AirPods Pro, and, well, they have, like, transparency mode, which helps you, like, hear. And that's what I have to do at work because I can still hear people while music's playing. Mm-hmm. You can get up. It's fine.
I'll try to be quiet. I don't want this dripping noise of you.
Oh, yeah. So... it blows. Like, it just sounds like air. Like, It just sounds like you're, like, in a windy condition, you know?
Yeah.
And so I have to tighten it so the air, like, goes somewhere else.
Goes out the other side.
I sound like Darth Vader. Like, I'm like, ugh. So, that's when I like to play with the mask. When I first had to wear it all the time, it was hurting my ears. But it's because it was too tight.
Oh, yeah.
So then I loosened it. Because my ear was, like, literally getting, like, chafed.
Yeah.
At the top. And also, this hurt. I had to put, like, moisturizer on my ear because it hurt so bad. And my skin was, like, cracking.
Oh, yeah.
Because it was, like, rubbing all day long. But I figured it out now.
That's good.
And I like the mask they give us at work. Like, it's probably my preferred mask. Although, I really need to get them washed because, like, I wash them, but, like, it doesn't get the stains out. Because, like, at work, the inside of my mask looks awful.
How do you get stains in your mask?
Because at work... I might be at my desk and I'll eat a snack, but like you have to like put it in your mouth and then put it back up. So sometimes you have stuff like on your face, you don't realize it, and so it rubs on it. And
it's
so,
like a napkin on your face.
And then I live with my napkin, but I clean them so like they're clean, but the stain's still there. So it just looks like hair. Okay. I'm like, dang, I'm a messy eater.
I could have told you that we had chips and salsa earlier.
I know,
you got it all
disaster.
over. I mean, I got some salsa on my little couch thing over there too, but like a lot of it was over on your side.
Don't. It was an equal amount of it.
No,
I got chips everywhere. I was like, okay.
I got mostly salsa. You got chips everywhere.
It's a dual effort.
But I cleaned it up, so no more. No.
I'm always looking at your little Disney shrine over here.
Oh yes, it's not a shrine. It's just my stuff.
I say that in a good way.
It's not a shrine. It is a cute little bookshelf. Somebody told me I need to reorganize it. I was like, it does not need to be reorganized. They're like, yeah, it is. Yeah, it does.
Is there like a point to it now, or is it just like stuff?
It's just stuff. Like, okay, so the bottom shelf is basically like most of my plushes.
You got like 3 Winnie the Poohs here.
Yes.
You got a Dumbo.
I was getting OCD for a little bit because I have like 3 Stitches, I have 3 Mickeys, I have 3 Poohs, 2 Dumbos. I was like, I need another Dumbo to make it even, but I was like, I don't need to be that OCD about it. And then the next one up is some more little plushes and things like that, and my pins.
Because it looks like there's no rhyme or reason.
It's just there.
This fits here.
Yeah, it's just there, and especially that third shelf. That's just a bunch of like random stuff.
Oh, we got that cookbook we both have and have never.
Oh yeah, Anthony's book.
I want to cook from it so bad, but it just like calls for such weird stuff sometimes.
Yeah, and I'm like, I don't know where to find this stuff. So
Central Market, HEB might have them.
Yeah, HEB might have it, and then the 4th shelf. A lot of that was like originally like my Ecuador stuff, like that I got in Ecuador, that like my friends have brought me from Ecuador. Mm-hmm. But some Disney stuff has like bled up onto that shelf. And then the top shelf, that stuff I just truly didn't know.
It's like bigger stuff.
Yeah, it's bigger stuff.
You got your owl
flower vase.
Vase.
Flower vase, yeah, whatever.
And then you have a big Disney cup, and then you have
my BB-8 that I built at Star Wars Land.
And then you have a gnome.
Yeah, I have a Cowboys gnome, which I don't know why I still have that.
Yeah,
I got it at a Christmas party one year at work, and I've been trying to pawn it off on people. Was it like an
elephant?
Okay. Yeah, that's like the only decent gift. Yeah, that's the only decent gift I've ever gotten from a gift exchange at work.
I like your Beachbody sign.
Thank you.
You need to put that in your bathroom.
I should. But it doesn't really like, because in my bathroom is like cactus and like succulents or whatever.
I'll steal it. It would go in my bathroom. I'm trying to do I don't know. I haven't
missing.
decided if I want a lake or a beach theme. A beach theme is much easier to accomplish with a bathroom because there's a lot of beach crap.
Mm-hmm.
But then I kind of want a lake.
Yeah.
And then I'll put a bath bomb in my water, and it will be green, and then it will look like a real. You get like a beach theater.
Yeah.
So maybe when I go back up north, I'll get like some lake decorating because there'll be a ton there,
Mm-hmm.
and then I'll figure out how to put that in. I'll get sand. I'll put it on the ground.
Oh my god. Guess I'll no longer be staying with you. You'll have sand all over your apartment. And then I'll find it all over my car, and then all over my apartment, and I'm like, I don't remember going to the beach.
It's a whole vacation. I do need to get a new mat down there.
Oh yeah.
We want a really big, long one.
Oh.
But I
Mm-hmm.
can't find one. And I'm not like going out shopping looking for it, so.
Maybe look on Amazon and see.
I have. But my thing with Amazon is that proportions are.
Yeah.
I mean, you can measure and do all that, but like. And then I don't know how soft it is.
True.
Because one time I bought this thing from IKEA and it was awful. It felt like I was stepping on needles.
Yeah.
I got another one that is much better, but I want like a. I don't know.
Good
very
quality,
soft.
yeah.
I want to come out of the bath and be like relaxed and.
It's like you're walking on a cloud.
Yes, that's what I want. And then, you know, even if I have to get like 3 different ones, that's fine.
Yeah, 3 smaller
I just want one that's like the length of the tub.
Yeah. I need to get another one.
And the tub is angled weird, so when water sits on the edges, it goes out of the tub. Like it's angled like off kilter, like only the slightest bit. And
I've noticed that.
Falls, and I don't know how to fix it. And I figured out one part was the shower head, like the removable that you can like move around.
Yeah.
The like where the tube is, it comes down the tube, and that's where it collects. So I started moving that up into this little basket suction cup basket that I moved, and I put it in there, and so it doesn't do it as bad because now it does it on the other side of the tub. So then anyway, no one cares about that. But anyway, that was what I did.
Random story of the day.
So let's talk about shows that we got into during quarantine. Okay, so I mean, I got my tonsils removed a week before. You know,
Everything shut down.
everything was as I was watching the world crumble from home, already in my own quarantine because it certainly wasn't going anywhere. And I got into this show on the Hot Ones on YouTube.
Oh yeah, I remember you said.
I've watched every episode during that week because I couldn't eat anything.
So why not watch other people eat?
I know, which was stupid. All it did was make me more hungry. But I was watching that. I was also watching like Disney food blogs and like.
I do that all the time.
I was like,
yeah.
we need to plan a Disney and we're going to do it. We're going to do it. But
yes, we will do it.
I was like, we got to go to Disney and just eat our
weight food.
And that's a lot of food for you that don't know. So I've been but the Hot Ones got me really into hot wings for a little bit. So the second I was better, like maybe like 2 to 3 weeks after my tonsils were removed, because at first you're still supposed to like not go crazy, and I didn't want to go crazy and eat a hot wing because I could barely drink water. So like a hot wing would have literally been
killed
like,
you.
I would have died for sure. So then after that show, which is if you don't know what Hot Ones is, it's a YouTube. You should check it out first of all. It is a YouTube channel. It's like First We Feast is the actual YouTube channel, but it's a show they do. And they actually have a game show with it now. But anyway, the actual show that I was watching is where this guy, I forgot his name, but he interviews celebrities, and they have to go through a bunch, like I think 10
like a whole scale of I don't know.
Hot wings, and each hot sauce that they put on it,
it gets hotter.
It's hotter, and hotter. And so then they're asking questions like that. You take a bite. You don't have to eat you can choose how much you want, how much you don't want. Pretty much everyone finishes it. Then they do a last dab. So like on the last wing, you're supposed to put like another dab of it on there to like, which is the hottest one.
Yeah, so it makes it even hotter.
Yeah, but at that point you're already like dying. So,
anyways.
And then some people eat the whole wing. Some people just take one bite. For me, I would just probably take one bite unless I like the sauce, because that would seem like it exists.
Yeah.
And so I love that show. Of course, there's Disney Plus that kept me occupied. I finished Schitt's Creek up until the latest episode.
Latest season, you mean?
Well, the latest episode would be the
Whatever.
end of the 5th season.
Whatever.
And then I finished some other shows, but I don't remember what they were. And some random ones I started and never finished.
Oh, yeah.
I got distracted.
Yeah.
What shows did you watch during this quarantine?
During quarantine, well, what did I watch? I got back into 90 Day Fiancé, which I'm sure we could go on and on about.
We're going to talk about that. I really need to talk about that, and I have some comments.
So maybe that'll be a whole other episode. Is all about 90 Day Fiancé.
No, we're talking about it today.
Okay, we'll talk about it later then.
No, we're diving in. We can't have a whole episode after I watch some more, but I have thoughts right now.
Oh yeah, these people are like legit crazy.
But other than, we'll circle back around to 90 Day
Okay, we'll
Fiancé.
circle around to that.
So what's your next show?
Well, what else did I watch? I watched a lot of Disney Plus. I watched a lot of, like, of course, the movies, old Disney, channel, like, series and stuff like that. What did I watch? I watched a bunch of things. I watched a lot of YouTube. The main thing I did, though, I'm not ashamed to admit it, I played a lot of Animal Crossing. I got it the day it came out, like, the day that everything, like, shut down is, like, the day it came out. And I played a lot of Animal Crossing.
Very well planned.
Whoever
Animal
planned
Crossing
that, yeah.
planned the pandemic. Conspiracy theory? I think not.
Yeah, so I played a lot of Animal Crossing. Like, my island, if you go visit my island, it doesn't probably look like I played a lot of Animal Crossing. It's not big and elaborate like a lot of other people's are. But, like, I played a lot. So, and I'm quite proud of my little island and all my little animals on my island. So, that's a lot of what I did on during quarantine. And then just regular TV shows, like I watched, like Jersey Shore. And then don't you roll your eyes at me.
That show is trash.
I watched a lot of old, like, YouTube.
I say that, but I really haven't watched it, so I can't judge like that. But my haircut's like them now.
Yes.
I got a little Polly D going on, just a mini one.
No, you look more like Ronnie now. Ronnie's got the guy lights and the hair slicked back like that now.
Yeah, it looks good on me. Not gonna lie. If
Yes.
it would do what it's supposed to do, anyway.
Yeah. So, and then I watched a lot of older, like, Disney YouTube videos and things like that. Because I went to Disney literally a week before everything shut down. And so...
Oh, we're all so surprised.
Shut up. And so it just made me feel like things were normal again just by watching older YouTube videos of people at the parks.
It makes me depressed. I'm like, I want to go. Now it's not even like money. It's just like, you can't go.
Yeah,
I mean, you can now, but like, are you really getting the same experience that you were before?
A lot of people are saying,
COVID-19?
yeah, you're not, I mean, you don't have the parades or the fireworks or things like that. But I'm seeing a lot of people are saying that it's still, like, the magic is still there. It's still fun. It's enjoyable, even with the mask and how hot it is. And then they have the characters going throughout the parks and stuff and little cavalcades and stuff like that. And so I've seen a lot of people say, like, just not even knowing, like, when those are going to come through, like, just a surprise of when those are going to come through. Like, that also, like, brings the excitement of the parks back a little bit. So even though you can't run up and, like, hug Mickey or whatever, I've seen a lot of people say that, like, they really enjoy going to the parks. So
I'd really enjoy if they lowered the price. They're not providing a full experience.
I feel like they're not lowering the price just because that's also a way to limit the number of people that are in the parks. Because not only do they have the reservations for every day, to limit the number of people in the parks, I feel like they're not lowering the tickets, again, to limit the number of people in the parks. Because if they dropped it to, like, half the price, a lot more people would probably want to go to the parks. So...
I don't know, but they're not booked. I don't know. I just feel like they should... it should at least be under the $100 mark right now. Like,
yeah.
I would think, like, a $90 ticket could be justified.
Yeah.
I mean, because at Disney, you get what you pay for sure.
Yeah.
But, like, I feel like if you're keeping the price the same and you're not
offering what you used to.
What you used to include, which was what a lot of people go there for, which is like the fireworks shows, the parades, which you shouldn't do. Like, I would agree that they shouldn't be doing that, because there's no way they would be able to control any of that.
Yeah.
Or, I don't know. I feel like maybe like a $20 reduction right now. Like, I just think $109 to go to the park.
See, and it makes me wonder because, like, Disney has all these restrictions, but Universal, like, they're still doing shows, like, but it's, like, limited capacities. They still have, like, they're doing, like, character meet and greets, but, like, you can't run up to them. Like, you still have to, like, keep your distance from them, but they still have all these characters out, and they're doing the same thing as Disney, where they have, like, parades going through the streets or whatever every now and then. And so, like, you can still get some of that, like, same, like, experience, I guess. So it makes me wonder why, like, Universal is able to do all of that, whereas Disney, like, feels like they shouldn't do that or can't do that. So I
just feel like it's not about, like, they can't do it, I just think they don't want to.
And I also feel like, because a lot of people are like, oh, well, why is Disney still open if all these numbers are blah, 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 blah. But, like, they don't people don't realize, I don't think, that, like, Universal is open, SeaWorld is open, Busch Gardens, I think, is open. Like, all these other parks are open. Shoot, we went to Six Flags and we went to SeaWorld. Like,
yeah,
like all these other
contract COVID-19.
Yeah, like all these other theme parks are open, but yet everybody's looking at Disney. I feel like that's another reason why Disney's like, we have to do this. Yeah, they're like, yeah,
the binoculars. People watch.
They're under a microscope because they're a bigger company versus, like, Universal or Six Flags or SeaWorld or whatever.
Yeah, they're different. I mean, them and Universal, they kind of operate very similar. I mean, they're different, but I don't know. Universal is probably a company that would take more risk than Disney would do. And
I mean,
Disney's
they opened,
so much
like...
more like I don't think they like to jump into stuff. They like to really think about it. So, like, maybe in the future, they'll be like, oh, that's not a problem. Let's just start doing this stuff again. I mean, I think they're doing pretty good. I mean, they pretty much set an industry standard for the most part from Shanghai. So, which is Shanghai still open?
Yeah, Shanghai's still open. The only one that's closed down is Hong Kong, yeah. That's the only one that closed down again. And Disneyland has yet to open because the cases in California keep continuing to spike. And all the unions of the workers out there, I think, are... Because, like, they were supposed to open back in mid-July, but I think it was, like, something with the unions or whatever, and plus the cases kept going up. They ended up changing that.
Well, now California doesn't let them be open.
Yeah.
Well, with the rides, at least. What's the point? If you don't have rides.
Yeah, well, they have Downtown Disney open now, so at least part of that area is open now.
At least they're making money. It's just like, what is this? Like, I feel like we're not going to feel the economic effect of any of this until, like, next year.
Yeah.
Where it's going to be like... But then again, there's going to be a lot of companies that go out of business, and, like, I feel like they were already headed towards that, and...
This is just that.
This is just the final push. Like,
yeah.
And, you know, if you're going out of business, maybe you shouldn't be in business to begin with.
Yeah.
Oops, sorry to say it.
We're no business experts, but that's just our opinion.
I mean, you were doing something wrong before.
Yeah, if you were that close.
I feel bad for bars because they have got to be like. I mean, if they're getting government assistance, which hopefully they are.
No, well, they might be. Yeah,
they
for like the small business
too.
loans or whatever. Yeah.
So hopefully they can make it, but you know. Hopefully we're out of this mess. They're supposed to be doing really good on, like, clinical trials and stuff. So hopefully by next year we'll have something that at least allows us to start reopening.
Yeah, I know.
Something that makes people... I just think, like, right now...
People don't exactly feel like...
I just feel like we still don't know enough about what's
it's still so
on.
unknown.
It's just like... What if I zoned in on any other disease numbers?
Yeah.
What if I zoned in on any other... numbers that's killing people? Like, would that scare you? I mean, I'm not gonna look at it at all because it would just scare me, but like, how many times has this happened before that we weren't really focusing on it as much?
Yeah,
I mean, because the flu does turn into a pandemic every now and again.
Yeah.
But like, even when we had like swine flu.
Yeah, I remember when swine flu broke out.
Swine flu like delayed some openings because it could be transmitted through water, I think. So it delayed, it shut down some water parks and stuff. But like,
I feel
like it was nothing like, I I mean, clearly nothing's been like
nothing like
that
this
we've ever lived for. I mean, this has happened in the world before.
Yeah.
So,
Well,
I don't know.
I remember swine flu when that broke out. I was actually, like, that was my freshman year of college. And I went to college out of state. And I remember everybody was, like, freaking out because, like, oh, my roommate or this person in my dorm got it. And, like, so, like, that person had to stay in there. So everybody was like, oh, my God, what if I have it? I mean, they didn't have that many cases, but at that university. But still, I remember, like, the scare then, like, of people getting the swine flu. And then it's nothing compared to, like, now. Where, like, a lot of people have gotten it. A lot more people have gotten it. So.
I know. A lot of people have recovered, too.
Yeah.
Which is good.
Yeah.
And I know people, because even because during quarantine I have not stopped. I've been in school constantly. I only had, I think, about a week off so far since everything, because everything moved online. So I finished a class this week. Yay!
Yay!
Finishes on Thursday.
Yeah, and then you get, what, 2 weeks off?
No, I still have another class that ends the week next week.
Oh, that's right.
And then I get about 2 weeks off.
That'd be good.
And
then it'll be your last semester.
And then it's my last 2 classes, and I will be done. Thank goodness. I'm so excited.
It's about time.
I'll be able to hopefully start a career. I was supposed to have an internship by now, but that's not happening because of COVID-19, which is fine, whatever. But we'll figure it out together.
Yeah, figure it out eventually.
I might have an opportunity for me if I'm not able to find like an internship by September. I might have a different opportunity I can go towards that would allow me to still work at my current job and make money and do it on the side.
Oh, that'd be good.
We'll see. I'm still actively looking for a paid internship in PR.
So if anybody knows anything,
If you know anything, there are.
Let us know.
And then, even if there are, they're like online, and I'm just like,
oh yeah,
God, it's gonna be so hard to learn.
Yeah.
Like an internship's supposed to teach you things.
Yeah.
Not like.
Well, they have interns at my work right now. Like they're in the office, so they might. I don't know.
I am back in the office at work. I've been there since June. Since June.
That's good. They sent us back. It's like what, mid-May, I think it was. It was like mid to end of May, I think it was. They started bringing people back, and like they were rotating like people in and out of the office like every other week. And then it was about the end of June when cases really started to spike again here in Houston, that they told us to work from home again. Like they said only people with like enclosed offices, or unless you absolutely have to come to the office, then to work from home. And then they sent out an email a couple weeks ago, I think, saying that it was going to be like this until mid-September-ish. So,
I mean, that's fine.
Yeah.
I'd be back. I'd love it if I could work from home again. I like a mix. I like to do kind of both.
Yeah, that's why I went to the office 2 days last week, and it was kind of nice to just be able to get out and like kind of actually separate that work from home. Because right now I'm going from my dining room table to my couch. Like that's my separation. But every time I walk by my dining room table, my computer and everything's sitting here, and I'm like, oh yeah, I have to work tomorrow. Like it's still sitting there reminding me, like it's not that true separation.
Yeah, you don't get like when you're out for work.
Yeah, when I leave work, I leave work. Like, I don't have to think about it. Whereas when it's sitting right here in front of me, I have to think about it. Or if I go to vacuum, my little vacuum over here, I have to pick everything up and, like, because all the cords are on the ground, I pick everything up so the vacuum doesn't run over all the cords and everything like that. And then I have to set it all back up again to work, so.
Yeah, that is kind of annoying. I felt like when I worked from home, I had a new setup every, like, 3 days.
Yeah, you really did. Because you would go from the table to the TV to the couch to wherever, yeah.
I did like that I could just have something on the TV while working, though.
I do like that, yeah. I'll sit here, I'll watch the news, I'll have my talk shows on, I'll have my YouTube videos on. Like, I'll, like, have whatever on during the day, which is nice.
Which is funny because, like, you could do that here and, like, you're still being productive and stuff. But, like, if you did that at the office, they would, like, freak out. And
yeah.
You're not being productive. And you're just like, I did that while I was at home.
Yeah.
And I was a lot less stressed, let me tell you that.
So, oh, yeah, yeah.
Hopefully, I don't know. I don't think it's going to get to the point where I'm going to go back to work from home.
No, yeah, because that area up there, like, their cases aren't as bad as it was down here.
They're getting better.
Yeah.
Everywhere. Really, a lot. Most places, it's getting better.
Yeah,
Thankfully.
it's getting better here, yeah.
I mean, I think as more people get it, less likely people are going to get it. It's going to turn into that, like, whatever the herd immunity thing.
Yeah, I think the mask mandate thing, too, has really helped a lot, too. Mm-hmm. So.
I don't mind wearing masks.
I don't either. The longest.
Feel better.
Yeah, and, like, the longest I had to wear it was when we went to, I think, SeaWorld. And even then, like, even though it was hot, like, I didn't mind it.
It wasn't really that bad.
Yeah, I didn't mind it.
There were moments where you're like, oh, God.
Like, I'm dying.
You just, like, go to a mask break zone or whatever.
Yeah, which was nice.
Take a chill pill.
Yeah, or just get, like, a cold bottle of water or whatever. Like,
I liked our trip there. We should do a podcast talking about our trip there.
Yeah.
That's a good idea. So I want to circle back around to 90 Day Fiancé. Cause
do we have time for that?
Yeah, we do. We have about 10 minutes. No, like 15 minutes.
I was going to say, I don't know, 15
minutes. Because we're doing 45.
I was going to say, I don't know, 15 minutes is enough time to cover 90 Day Fiancé and all that craziness.
I just want to talk about the concept of this show.
Okay. Well, what is the concept of the show? Or do you want me to explain it?
You're the expert. While you talk about it, I'm going to go get water real quick. So I'll be right back. But talk about it. Tell them about this terrible show.
It's not a terrible show. It's not necessarily terrible. It's just really dramatic, I guess. These people are, like, truly crazy. Because it started, like, a few years ago. It started where these Americans, they found, like, these people from, like, other countries to date. Whether it be, like, online or on, like, when they went on vacation to those countries or whatever. And then, like, they fell in love and they started dating. They started talking, whatever. And so they applied for the K-1 visa, which brings, like, an international citizen to the U.S. and, like, to get married. It's a fiancé visa, basically. I guess I should say. I mean, that's what it is. And once they get here, once they step foot off that plane, you have 90 days to get married. So it's either you get married or they go home. And so, so that's what the whole show started as, was these people coming over here, like, figuring out, can we actually live together and be together? And they, like, and those people from the other countries, like, learn to be accustomed to, like, the American lifestyle versus, like, what they're used to and all this stuff. And it's just, like, kind of branched out from there. So now they have, like, 90 Day the other way, where the American citizen goes to the other countries. Or then they have, like, Happily Ever After, where it's people that have been on previous seasons, like, what they're up to now. And then they have Before the 90 Days. So it's, like, these people, like, they've met online or whatever, and they're, like, the American citizens are going to whatever country to meet that person for the very first time. And then you just have you see how the relationship evolves and things like that. A lot of times, shocker, they don't work out. But sometimes, like, surprisingly, they do work out. So it's just very interesting. These people on here are truly something else.
And TLC is...
They're making bank off of this show.
They're milking this show.
Oh, yeah.
First of all, why are there 300 billion versions of this show? There's even a version of the show where the people that used to be on the show talk about the current season of the show. Mm-hmm. And I'm like...
They call it pillow talk, yeah.
What I was telling Kayla earlier, it's like they have dice. You know how, like, people have, like, sex dice? Like, what are we going to do tonight? It's like that's what TLC has in their meetings.
Yeah.
And one of them, all it says is 90 days, 90 Day Fiancés on this one dice. And this other dice just says random crap. And they just roll it and go, 90 days, 535 days after marriage. It's just like...
Well, they had one during the whole quarantine that was, like, 90 days, like, quarantine or something like that. And I was like, what? I tried watching one episode of that, and I was like, truly, this is the most boring thing on the planet Earth.
I can't imagine that be fun.
Oh, and now they have the before the 90 days. They have 90 days, before the 90 days, like, those people are firing back at the people that were talking shit on, like, Twitter and, like, social media and stuff like that about the people on that season, that current season of 90 Day Fiancé, or Before the 90 Days. Which is, I don't even watch that. I was like, that's so annoying. I've had enough of these people. And there's one girl that was on before the 90 Days this last season who now has her own spin-off, like, TV show. Like, it's truly wild.
They're out of ideas. They're rolling dice, like I said. They're just rolling the dice.
They really are.
What's the next show we can do? Oh.
They have all fat people, and then they have, like, let's find all these relationships. Because then they also have, like, Find Love Live, where you call in this number or whatever, and they try to find you a mate. I don't know. I've never watched that show. That's just what I gather.
Love TLC. It just sounds like down the drain.
Yeah, they have quite the interesting program lineup now. So, which they still have Say Yes to the Dress and all that stuff, and that stuff is on constantly too. So
do they make new episodes of that?
Oh yeah.
I used to love Say Yes to the Dress.
They're on like
Those
season
people,
400 now.
I like the one that was in Georgia, the original one.
Oh, I don't think I saw that one.
Kind of the southern. They had like, I don't know.
Oh, yeah, I don't think I saw that one. I've only seen the one with like Randy and like the bridal shop in New York. That's the only one I've seen. I haven't seen the southern one. I've seen the commercials for the southern one, but I haven't seen like that one.
The OG one. That's the best one. They're based in Georgia, I think.
Oh, I don't know.
They're based in Atlanta. I don't know.
Probably.
Crazy show. All TLC is crazy. And then they had Honey Boo Boo on there. That was great.
Oh yeah, they used to have them on TLC, and then now they're on the Wii channel.
Yo, TLC was like,
Well, Mama June started going woohoo, and they let them go.
We're not gonna be.
So
we love crazy, but we don't like this.
So Wii TV picked them up.
I know what TV is.
It's another like TLC thing. They have like the Love and Hip Hop shows, I think, on there. I don't know.
You know what's a good network? Bravo.
Oh yeah, because they have the Real Housewives.
All of your trash television in one place.
Isn't that where all the Real Housewives shows are?
Yeah, all the Real House, the billions of those.
Yeah, they have so many of those.
Too.
Yeah.
And then they also have I got into this. This is before quarantine. I love this show. Below Deck.
Oh yeah.
I freaking love that show.
Oh my gosh.
First of all of this is hot people that work on a boat servicing all these like
rich
snobs. Some of them are really nice, and then they like mess up and they get yelled at, and they have their own drama, and they all every time the charter's done they go out and party, which how they do that I don't know. They go out and party, get drunk, and then some drama happens there.
Truly.
I don't know if it's scripted or not, but like, God, it's good. And it's just a bunch of hot people, and there's always and the chef that's on these boats is always insane.
Of course.
But the food they serve, it makes you want to go on a yacht real bad. And they have a spinoff. They have a Below Deck Mediterranean, but I don't really watch that one. I like the original.
Yeah, I've seen a couple episodes with you, and it was alright.
It was amazing.
It's alright.
It's so good. I could just sit there and watch it all day long. I watch it during homework a lot.
Yeah. Well, another show we got into, we were kind of into it before quarantine, too, was RuPaul Drag Race.
RuPaul's Drag Race, yes.
Oh, my gosh. We're obsessed with that show. I'm obsessed with that show.
I watch old episodes or old seasons, and then we need to finish the final episode tonight.
Yeah, we need to watch that tonight after we're done with this.
Yes.
We'll watch that final episode.
That will be so much fun. But anyways, it's been so nice coming back, being able to do a podcast, and we'll have more episodes coming. It's gonna be great. We're gonna play. Yay! We have new sound effects. Yay. That's one of them. Whenever I play them, I can't hear them. So I hope that worked.
It could be anything.
We'll find out when I edit this, which I probably will just upload this, honestly.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah, sounds great to me. We have different ones. We have clapping hands. We got this thing that looks like electricity. Don't know what that sounds like. I have a gunshot that does not sound like a gunshot.
We don't need that.
It sounds like this. I don't know what that is.
I can't hear it, so.
Yeah, we can't hear it because it won't connect to it, whatever. Anyway, so that's going to be this episode. We're back when we are, sound like a broken record, but we're going to be consistent.
We're going to do a lot more episodes tonight, so it will be...
It will be better for you.
Yes.
It's great. Anyway, So we are going to peace out. Bye.
Bye.